All right, so those of you that know me, you know I get super hyped on all sorts of arcade stuff. So this was sort of something I bought, I don't know, it's got to be close to 4 or 5 months ago. I've been sitting on it for a while, and people on the channel have been asking, when are you going to do a review? When are you going to do a review? The bummer thing is, I think it's not available anymore, so I kind of waited a long time, but I didn't really get excited about it. It came in, and I was like, man, the build quality's great and all that, but then I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do with this thing. So finally today, randomly, I got a message from this guy, Jose, that watches the channel. He's like, dude, have you checked out the CoinOPS vertical image? And I've never seen it before. CoinOPS is relatively new to me, and I actually just did a live stream on it today. I'm like, well, dude, I'll check it out. So literally 3 hours ago, I download it. I'm like, shoot, I don't really have a PC to put it on, an extra one, so I put it on the Celeron box, and, so I tried it out. So did this make me ultra hyped and make me want to keep this, or will this cabinet end up in the storage room graveyard? That's what we're going to find out today, so let's check it out. All right, let's check out the Arcadia 4 vertical image. So the first thing you'll notice, there's sort of a scroll wheel at the top, which gives you the title of the game. And you'll notice that when you change the title of the game, it actually will put the updated marquee graphics and then a gameplay video. Now, keep in mind, I'm running this on pretty dated hardware. I'm just doing it as a test to see if this is something I like and I'm gonna enjoy, and I can maybe get some value out of this cabinet that I bought. Now keep in mind, this monitor, I never did put the bezel artwork on either side, so you see the bare monitor and it happens to have a white border, so until I do that, that's obviously something I didn't do yet. On the control panel, you'll notice it's got 6 buttons, and then it has 4 sort of auxiliary buttons on each side. One is menu, select, coin, and start, and the other one is start, coin, pause, and exit. All of them will work out of the box with CoinOPS. So that's what's really cool, because this control panel has an iPac 2 in it, so it's fully compatible out of the box with this version of the front end. So this is pretty cool, and again, this is the Arcadia 4 vertical front end image. So I'm gonna play some games real quick so you guys can get an idea of how this works, and then I'll give you some final thoughts at the end. Before we move forward, I want to mention this has HAP competition sticks as well as HAP buttons and a really great encoder with the iPac. So this has quality arcade parts. The micro switches are great. Everything about this is awesome, and this is true for all of the Rec Room Masters control panels. So if you're looking for more of a drop-in solution, like a DIY kit that you can then connect your PC or your Pi and make it easy, this is where it's at. So let's jump right into gameplay. One of the really cool things about this is you'll see the marquee artwork at the top, and you'll see almost like a bezel looks like a CRT bezel, and everything's got scan lines. It does come with this weird almost bezel cover that you can put on, which is a filter, which makes it look like a worn arcade bezel. I don't like that, but some people do, so they can put that on. It really does kind of almost look like a worn out arcade bezel. It's kind of cool, but I don't know, not everyone's gonna like that. But you can turn all that stuff on and off in the menu of CoinOPS, so no big deal there. And I love that the filter has the curvature of the CRT too. I think it looks really neat and authentic. I know not everyone loves that, but for this, I am like really digging that. Again, all that stuff is customizable. You can turn it on and off, but out of the box, I'm pretty much digging this. Don't really think there's really many tweaks I would make personally. All right, so I'm gonna hit the exit button, and that exit button will take us back to the main menu again. Now those options I was talking about, they're actually right here on the menu system. You press up twice on the joystick. You can turn the glass effects on, and that's that effect I was talking about where it gives like a worn bezel look. We'll turn that on. When you actually turn that on and you select that, it's gonna actually sort of restart CoinOPS, and then when we go into a game, you'll see it'll have this like worn bezel effect. You could turn it off here. You could turn on scan lines. There's actually regular scan lines and then scan lines that are glowing. They look slightly different. And then you could turn scan lines off altogether. All right, let's go. All right, so one of my favorite things about this build is just the versatility of it. They have so many great vertical games here. They've really captured the essence of a lot of great virtual games, including a bunch of awesome shoot 'em up. So if you're a shoot 'em up fan, this is going to be a build you're really going to enjoy. I like this more than the Mr. Burns, and I definitely like it more than the 412-in-1 Game Elf. The other thing I really enjoy about it is it uses all the screen real estate. So it does bring the bezel up and actually show a marquee for you every game you play, and then it takes up the rest of the space with the gameplay. It also has some really neat filters. The scan lines are cool. I like the way it has like an arcade bezel on it, and then you can even put that neat like stylistic sort of glass over it that looks a little bit worn. So there's just a really it's just a fun image. I think it'd be fun for anybody. The only thing is you do need a PC for it. So if you don't have a PC, you probably need like an i5 or something like that, but maybe 8 gigs of RAM, nothing crazy for a video card, and you should be able to pull this off no problem. So the cost of entry isn't too bad. You know, you're going to spend a little bit more than a Pi build, but I think it's worth it in the end. Okay, so to get the software, you got to go over to Arcade Punks. You're going to navigate over there, and then you're going to hit this website. So you're going to look for the CoinOPS Arcadia 4 vertical. So you're going to hit that download from CoinOPS PC page. And then once you scroll down here, you'll notice there's a tab that I didn't notice at first that says Arcadia 4. You're going to click on that, and the one image you want is that CoinOPS Arcadia 4. Once you have that, it's going to, you're going to unzip it, and you're going to get this folder structure right here that says Arcadia 4 vertical. Just put it somewhere on your C drive, D drive, whatever. The CoinOPS executable file, that's the application that you want to launch it. If for some reason it doesn't work, you need to install DirectX 9, and you also need to install the Microsoft Visual ++ redistribute package, and that's all right there. So do that if something's not working right. Then you should be able to relaunch the application and be good to go. If for some reason your controllers aren't working, you can use this restore Xbox controller batch file, but you shouldn't need to use that. But if so, you know what to do. All right, guys, it's final thoughts time. So what do you think about this? I actually, up until a couple weeks ago, kind of didn't really care about CoinOPS. I just knew it as this retro front end for modded original Xboxes. And now all of a sudden, it's like this new world for me. So I'm super excited. I want to know, is this something you want me to continue to cover on the channel? Definitely put that in the comments below. But I mean, you go over to Arcade Punks and there's a bunch of CoinOPS goodness. So for regular horizontal setups, for vertical setups, I mean, there's even add-on packs for virtual pinball. So I didn't even think about that. Knowing that this cabinet's already a vertical orientation, it might be kind of cool to do virtual pinball. It might require me putting in 2 buttons, but that's easy to do, right? Drill 2 holes, biggity bam, done and done. So yeah, I don't know. Tell me what you want to hear about this and give me your feedback. I'm actually interested in the topic and I'd love to cover it more. So you guys tell me what you're thinking, but hopefully this is like a cool, easy to follow intro, but I'm hoping that we can go further down the rabbit hole as time goes on. Now, I did obviously showcase a cabinet by Rec Room Masters. They actually have several vertical cabinets. They even have this new junior cabinet they just came out with, which I'm really actually interested in. I'll probably end up picking that up and checking it out. And then they have that other vertical machine. That one's a little bit more pricey, but this 24-inch sort of Xtension, gameplay junior cabinet looks kind of cool, and it's priced right at about $500. So anyways, there's a bunch of stuff out there. This CoinOPS front end gives you lots of different possibilities, and it's definitely, the learning curve is a lot easier than something like Hyperspin. It's not as powerful as something like Hyperspin, but it definitely gives you a lot of possibilities. So that's it for now, guys. If you enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. Definitely turn on notifications if you enjoy the content and want other videos like this. So YouTube's notorious for putting notifications to personalized. Put it to all so you can see all my live streams, the Sunday 1UP Weekly show, and then whatever regular uploads I have. And then hit the like button if you enjoyed the video. So that's it for now, guys. We will see you on the next one.